Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage Chief Executive Officer, Aaron Sconner.
Yeah! Welcome! Oh man, this is incredible. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Oh man, I was just jumping out of my seat to get out here and talk to you. This is incredible. Welcome to the great state of Utah. This week, you're gonna get a small sense of what Silicon Slopes is all about. I want to welcome our customers, our learners, our authors, our partners, our press, and the analysts who are here with us this week. This is the inaugural Pluralsight Live, and it's an incredible moment in time for us as a company, and I know everyone here will have an incredible time experiencing it first. I want to start by saying thank you. Thank you to everyone who made this happen. First, I want to thank our incredible team. Could our creative team in the audience just stand up for a second? These are the people who made those incredible videos. You guys are awesome. Thank you. And I want to thank all of you who traveled from all over the world to be here with us. You're part of what's going to make this experience so incredible. This week is an amazing opportunity for all of us to learn together. I'm committed, and we're committed to learning from you. And I know that we will all take something away from the next few days together. These real-time conversations, being with each other face to face. That's why this is called Live. Yes. We've gathered a group of technologists unlike any conference you've been to. First and foremost, and something incredibly unique to Pluralsight, is our expert community of authors. They're the ones that you learn from every day on Pluralsight.com. They're the ones who share their knowledge with the world. They're the ones who make Pluralsight so incredible. Authors, will you please stand up? Let's give them a hand. Look at them. Thank you. You are so incredible. We also have our learners from around the world. So many of you who have traveled to be here and learn with us. We have business leaders, CTOs, CIOs, heads of engineering, heads of technology from some of the greatest companies around. And we have our incredible partners and sponsors. This week is all about collision points, colliding with each other. This room is full of so many special people connected to technology. These people are the ones creating all of the future products the world will see. We have engineers, we have technology leaders, we have our community of experts, and the Pluralsight product team. And all of you can meet, share with each other, and create with possibility. The people who are here see that the number one priority in the future is a strategy for staying ahead on the curve of technology skills. You are the innovators and disruptors. You're changing industries, companies, and how we all work. In the next 2 days, you'll get a firsthand look at emerging technologies with unbiased insights and fresh perspectives from the top minds in tech. If you're an individual learner, you'll see how vital your own curiosity, creativity, and commitment to learning is to the future of our industry. And it's the brilliance in you that fuels the next great thing. If you're a business leader, you'll walk away with winning strategies that set your organization up for success. You can collaborate around your biggest challenges and learn how the Pluralsight platform can help align learning technology to your business goals and needs. And our speaker lineup is really incredible. You'll hear from Tim Campos, the former CIO at Facebook, Steve Young, former NFL quarterback and successful investor, Brad Rencher of Adobe, Scott Guthrie of Microsoft, Hadi Partovi of code.org, and many more. You'll hear from Troy Hunt, one of our incredible authors, speaking about security and ethical hacking. Cynthia Maxwell, who has been an engineering leader at Apple, Yahoo, Pinterest, and Slack, and she'll be speaking to us about the future of the mobile landscape. We have not one, but two neuroscientists with us, Malia Sharvat and Caitlin Hova. Malia is speaking about trends in digital health, and Caitlin on how 3D printing impacts music education. Matthew Renz is speaking about deep learning and the future of AI. And we have our customers from the state of Utah here to talk to us about the future of digital government. And on Thursday, you'll be truly inspired by my conversation with former First Lady Michelle Obama. Yeah. I'm really excited about that one. But the thing I'm most excited about is all of our customers here in the room. We have some of the most important brands in the industry here this week, and you're the ones driving innovation and the future of our industry. A few months ago, I was speaking with one of the heads of technology at one of the world's largest banks. This person is responsible for a $9 billion technology spend every year. And I asked him, what keeps you up at night? His answer? The technology skills gap. He simply doesn't have the tech skills he needs to fully execute on his strategy. They have plenty of financial resources, but they don't have the skills. He's an example of who I see here in the audience today. He's struggling with the same things you are. This will be one of our big themes this week. I also want to thank our partners and recognize our sponsors. We are partnered with some of the biggest software companies in the world, and they see how building technology skills are critical to their communities. We'll hear from our good friends at Microsoft and Adobe and see what's possible when we work with tech giants like those to build a skills development ecosystem. Now, I want to share a little bit about my personal story with technology. It all began when I was just a boy, and my father brought home one of the first Apple II computers. I can't actually look at this image without getting chills. Growing up in inner city Portland, I wouldn't say we were in a financial position to be buying computers, but my father figured out a way to get one, and he brought it home. He sacrificed because he knew it would make a difference to my future. I still remember the day that we took that computer and we walked down to our basement and created a makeshift workspace on our cold concrete floor. And we plugged it in and learned how to code for the first time. This was a magical moment for me. It was the moment that I fell in love with learning and with technology. It opened up a new future to me, a new possibility. My father gave me the gift of an incredible skill and a new future. And now, over 30 years later, that gift has become Pluralsight. Thank you. My dad is actually here in the audience today. Dad, would you please stand up? Where are you? Right here. Give it up. It's incredible. If you look around at what you created, Dad, it's really incredible. When we started Pluralsight, it was all about learning technology, and it started in the classroom environment. And then 3 years after we started, we realized what the internet could make possible. We realized that we could make tech skills accessible to the masses. And in so doing, create new opportunities for anyone, anywhere, just like my dad did for me. It was a true burn the boats moment for the business, one where there was no turning back. I still remember the day when I told our sales team we wouldn't cash another check for classroom training, and it was scary. It was half of our revenue at the time. But we were committed to take Pluralsight to the cloud, and by so doing, close the tech skills gap. We knew the world needed a faster way to learn technology. Even now, even today, as I speak, most organizations still learn tech the way they did 50 years ago, in a classroom or out of a book. But Pluralsight has forever changed that, giving you a faster, more efficient, and predictable way to learn. Classroom learning now looks somewhat old-fashioned and ineffective. We've accomplished what we set out to do. We've built the technology learning platform to provide access to expert knowledge at scale and change how organizations everywhere, like yours, develop talent. Our platform now consists of over 6,000 courses, skill assessments, reporting, analytics, productivity tools, channels, certification practice exams, and mentoring for business. We've grown to over 13,000 business customers around the world, 3.8 million users, and over 6,000 experts contributing content to the platform. 40% of the Fortune 500 count on us for their technology skill development, and we're adding more every day, and some of you are here with us this week. Thanks for coming. You know, the best companies in the world use our platform to unlock technology skills that power innovation and creativity. For example, Cerner. Cerner is the world's largest publicly traded health information technology company. Their technology connects over 25,000 provider facilities across 35 countries. It's massive. They use Pluralsight to more quickly onboard recent grads, keep them up with requirements across a real diverse area of needs, and stay ahead of new technologies that they come into play. You'll hear more from Cerner in an interview later today. And it's happening everywhere. The Ford board of directors just hired a new CEO with a mandate to close the tech skills gap. They are being incredibly proactive about creating a new future for themselves, and they're committed to bringing technology into the core of their business and future designs. And they're doing it with Pluralsight. I can't wait to see the F-150 in 2020. I'm going to get mine on pre-order right now. You should too. Another example is Barclays. They're working to deprecate over 50 million lines of code. 50. And they're working to upskill over 15,000 employees and 14,000 contractors. It's an incredibly massive undertaking. And Pluralsight is helping them through it. Every company in the world is dealing with something like this. At Pluralsight, we've completely disrupted how these businesses retain and grow talent, accelerate building innovative products, and improve their operational efficiencies. It's not just about learning. It's about what the learning creates, like these outcomes. And while we're together this week at Live, we want to hear your stories, the things you're up against. Throughout the sessions, the panels, and the many one-on-ones we'll have, we are committed to engaging with each of you, our leading customers, to really learn how we can help create a better future. That's what Pluralsight Live is all about. And while we've made incredible progress, this skills gap I'm referring to still looms large for most organizations. And we know there's a clear shortage. Like the head of tech at that bank I mentioned, 80% of tech CEOs today cite the availability of key skills as their top challenge. So, how can we close this gap if we don't have a way to measure what people know and don't know? People need to understand where they stand right now in order to progress. Organizations also need to be able to quantify the talent across their organization to identify the gaps. Otherwise, everyone is traveling around without a map. Our customers have started to move away from classroom training because they can see it's broken. It can't keep up with the pace of technology change and address those needs. It simply doesn't scale and can't move fast enough. We've also seen that traditional HR will never be able to handle the learning needs of their CIO and CTO counterparts because they simply don't have the in-house expertise to create winning tech learning solutions. In fact, only technology itself can unlock better ways for learning technology. And that's exactly what we created by taking Pluralsight to the cloud. Pluralsight is a platform, a technology platform, that provides speed, efficiency, and scalability for learning tech skills. It's technology driven. Now listen to this statement. If your technology learning strategy isn't technology driven, you're dead in the water. It simply can't come from the classroom. This conference is all about you and what you're creating and how you develop the tech skills you need to get there. And what we will announce today is how we're changing the game yet again for technology skills development. When it really comes down to it, it's all about learning in order to build and create skills. Then teams must be able to apply those skills to execute on their strategies. Learning alone isn't enough. It's about the creation that's possible when skills are applied in a meaningful way. To truly disrupt entire industries and drive innovation for the world, we need to rethink the way we quantify and communicate technology skills. And that's exactly what we've been up to at Pluralsight. Today, we're announcing a new way to understand and measure technology skills. And now, I'm proud to introduce Iris. Yeah. You're gonna like her. Iris brings together the power of our assessment algorithm and recommendation engine to help you quantify and develop skills across technologies. Iris is the science behind our platform. She fuels a smarter skills development journey unlike anything available today. And as learners and businesses that use our platform get smarter, so does Iris. She adapts, collects data around what people are learning and which technologies are trending and changing to inform you where you need to go to keep pace with change. Iris isn't an AI assistant who reminds you to feed your pet. No. She's your technology strategy partner. She's your single source of truth for evaluating skill level and competency. She is the future of tech skills. Iris is disrupting skill development for individuals, businesses, and the world. With Iris, learners can validate their current proficiency and feel confident they know where they stand. And as a leader, you can map the strengths and weaknesses of your teams in order to align the right people to the right projects and execute and move faster. We see a future where Iris will sit at the center of technology skills certification. With Iris, anyone, anywhere, regardless of income, location, or opportunity, can measure their tech skills and get a trusted result that they can use to propel themselves forward in this world. Imagine a developer in Africa who can now measure their skills in JavaScript and know how they compare to the best developers in the Bay Area. Actually, you don't have to imagine it because we have Akeen right here who tweeted last week. Akeen was part of our beta group. He's been using this for a little while. And you can see that Akin tweeted that he got a 238 on JavaScript. And now he knows he's in the 93rd percentile of all JavaScript developers around the world. He's an expert. Think about what that means for Akin and his future, and all the businesses who would love to hire Akin. But Akin is just one example. This is a powerful tool for learners everywhere to upgrade their careers and further contribute to innovation and uplifting the human condition. So how does it work? Well, we've taken modern testing theories based on over 50 years of research, and we've added machine learning to create a statistical model for skill levels. Over the last 3 years, we've gathered a tremendous amount of data during our testing to define and validate these tech skills. Now, technologists have completed over 500,000 assessments on our platform. Over 8 million questions have been answered, and over 200,000 people have now measured their skills. And all of that data feeds into Iris and makes her smarter. So how do we envision you using this algorithm? How can Iris work for you? Well, as we've looked around at the existing ways to measure skills, we've found that a lot of the current methods are simply broken.
This is not a test.
This is our future.
Our progress, our opportunity.
This is years of experience.
Our dreams and aspirations.
This is 10,000 hours, and then some.
These are my skills, your skills,
our skills.
They make ideas happen.
Create new business opportunities.
Build apps never imagined.
and design devices that cure the impossible.
Because we are not bound by what's possible.
We are the makers of possible.
This is not a test.
Our skills don't come from classrooms.
They can't be defined by empty metrics or archaic systems.
They're refined on evenings and weekends.
Shaped under the pressures of disruption.
The pace of business.
The pursuit of mastery.
So we'll pass on the participation trophies.
The gold stars, the endorsements.
Because we are the change makers.
The next big thing.
The talent, the skills. And we know we have the opportunity to change the world.
This is not a test.
This is not a test.
This is not a test.
This is the future.
The new standard for measuring tech skills.
This is Pluralsight IQ.
Yeah. Exactly. This is not a test. This is your Iris quotient, IQ. It's the future of your careers and your business success. We're thrilled at Pluralsight today to announce Pluralsight IQ. For the first time ever, people anywhere, anytime can now measure where they stand in today's most in-demand technology skills. People who complete our assessments get this Iris quotient or IQ score. It's a hard number from 0 to 300 that tells you exactly where you stand. It benchmarks your skill level against the workforce and gives you a novice, proficient, or expert status. And the best part is, it's completely free for anyone, anywhere in the world. In fact, you can go get your first skill IQ right now. Just go to our booth, you can get one and see where you stand. Get a true measurement of your skills in just minutes. Skill IQ is only the beginning. Think of the power of Iris if it extends beyond that to the roles in your organization. So what if you could not only validate an individual skill, but a collection of skills that map to a role, like a front-end web developer or a system administrator? We recognize the need for doing this, the need to measure roles using the same approach and underlying technology. And that's what we call Role IQ. Role IQ gives you the ability to measure a collection of skills and ultimately the fit for a role. As a customer, you'll actually be able to define roles, what it actually looks like in terms of a collection of skills. And then based on the data we have about the people in your organization, you'll know how your team stack up against the market in that role. And you'll know if they're novice, proficient, or expert in that role. And you know what? You may not want to know. It might be a little scary at first. But you need to know. You need to know where your team stands to identify those gaps and attack them. As I've been reflecting about this and thinking about it, it's occurred to me that Pluralsight is like Moneyball for CIOs. Any baseball fans in the audience? Yeah, a few? Okay. So in Moneyball, imagine going into Game 7 of the World Series without knowing anything about your slugging percentage or on-base percentage or having any insight into the stats on the opposing pitcher. Like that just wouldn't work. That's how most CIOs operate today, with little to no objective, quantifiable information about their organizations and the tech skills. And they're expected to go execute and align these folks to work on the most massive, business-critical projects in play, like moving from on-prem to the cloud, or creating a mobile strategy, or revamping your security architecture. Yet, they don't know who the best people are to go work on those projects. Pluralsight is now at the center of the tech skills ecosystem and the future of a new world for technology certifications. And it starts with this ability to measure an individual skill and roles. And it will allow CIOs to play Moneyball in their organizations. This ecosystem of unbiased data is the foundation that unlocks the future we see as a company. And it really sits at the heart of what we as an industry need to move faster. And that's the key. We have to move faster to close the tech skills gap. Over the next few days, you'll continue to see how critical it is to be able to quantify skills and measure capabilities in a role. Leaders will be able to define the future roles they need through the platform. And then they'll have a way to go create the skills and close the gaps that they discover in their journey along the way. And we're the only company in the world positioned to do this. Technology skills are the future. Technology skills are the superpower of the future. It really is a superpower. Your technology strategy is now your corporate strategy. How can you possibly compete in the future if you can't reliably and predictably create technology skills at scale? This capability unlocks everything. It's your new competitive advantage, and Pluralsight is here to help you. We can give you that superpower. Thank you. Thank you. We're so excited to be with you today. Now, we're going to give you a deeper dive on what the platform looks like and all these features I've been talking about. We'll share more of our product vision and where we're going and make a few more exciting announcements.